Let's talk about the differences between an architectural shingle and a 3-tab shingle. The architectural shingle is three-dimensional. It has multiple layers. So you have the bottom layer, which is this piece right here. And of course it's a fiberglass mat saturated in asphalt. And then it has the granules on top, the little rocks. And so they start out with this little cut strip right here. And then the top piece actually has multiple cutouts. These are often referred to as dragon teeth or saw teeth or the decorative portion. And these right here are glued onto this bottom piece. You can see the bottom piece coming through in between all these decorative pieces right here. But you can tell that this is all one piece from here to here. So these are just cut out in this top layer right here. And then they're glued together right in this little area right here. And so this would be the double layer zone. And a lot of times what shingle manufacturers used to want is the nails to go right in that double layer zone. So this is what we refer to as a laminated shingle, also known as an architectural shingle. Now this shingle is rated for about 110, 130 miles an hour. That's generally the range that they're rated for. Some shingles, if they're installed correctly, with a high wind application, it can go all the way up to 160 miles an hour. Or in the case of GAF, which this shingle happens to be GAF, they actually have an infinite wind warranty if you put on all of their products and you do it according to their specifications. All right, so this right here, we have a 3-tab shingle. Now this is just one layer, and this is the original shingle that people used to install all the time after wood shake shingles started to go away. It's just one layer. It's the exact, it's basically the exact same material as the laminated shingle. It's got the fiberglass mat saturated in asphalt with the rocks on top. But this one, instead of 2 layers stuck together, is just the one layer. And so this one layer is all you have for protection. Now, this right here, obviously it's in 3 tabs, 1, 2, 3. And this one doesn't have any tabs because it's all stuck together. So as you can imagine, there's multiple points for wind to get access here on the edge, on the left here, and on the right for each tab. And then each tab is only sealed right here and doesn't have any double laminate protection. And so it's very easy to pull these up, and it's also very easy to rip. As a matter of fact, you can just kind of imagine the wind comes in here and just kind of rips the shingle, right? So it's very easy. And when the wind comes, typically, you'll see wind damage. A lot of people think it's only when the tab actually rips off. But what happens during windstorms is these shingles will flap backwards like this, and over time it'll crease, right? And so it's flapping like this and creasing, and then you'll see right down the line there will be a crease, just like that. It's gonna look just like that. And so that has actually wind damage for this type of shingle. It'll flip up just like that. And you'll see this all over the place. If you drive down the road right now, you will see these tabs all over the place, bent up just like this. And even if it goes up and down, if it flaps enough, then it'll actually be so weak that it'll rip off. And so you'll see that that's just missing, and then these end up flying around during storms, and a lot of times it'll end up in your yard. You might see something just like this. It might have come from a neighbor's roof, or maybe your roof if you have a 3-tab shingle. So that's what happens with these 3-tab shingles. They're quite flimsy. They're very thin. A lot of builders still use them to this day because they are generally considered the cheapest shingle on the market. Now, the good news is there are some shingles that are laminated like this that are as economical as those 3-tab shingles. So you don't have to use those 3-tab shingles anymore, and I highly recommend against it. Use the architectural laminated shingle like this right here. Now you can tell, obviously this shingle is going to be a lot heavier, and if wind tries to get to it, right here it could try to get to it, but these double laminate sections right here are really holding it down, so it's much harder to get this shingle to pop up. And there's a lot more material to get one shingle to pop versus the 3-tab shingle, where you have very light, small pieces of material that can easily pop up and get damaged. So these shingles, like I said, 110 miles an hour guarantee. for most manufacturers. Some of them go up to 130, and there's one right now on the market, it's Tamco Titan XT, and they go up to 160 miles per hour. And then GAF, which is this one right here, if you, like I said, if you use their system, it'll go all the way up to actually an infinite wind warranty. So definitely a great option. If I were you and I was considering getting a new roof, there's no way I would go with the 3-tab ever. The cost difference is minimal, and the wind coverage is essentially double. So all day long, go with the architectural shingle. Now, a couple of bonus tips here. You can install these shingles with 4 nails now. Used to, you had to install them with 6 nails if you wanted the high wind application. You could install them with 4 nails, you just wouldn't get the high wind guarantee. But now the 4 nails only will actually get you that high wind guarantee. And one of the reasons for that with GAF in particular is back in the day, this nailing strip would have granules on it, just like this right here. It would have granules here, just like it does here. But they started to remove the granules in the middle here, and now that tar strip will bond straight to that right there, and that actually becomes an asphalt weld. So these shingles just really don't come off during storms. So really a good option. GAF does not pay me. You're welcome to GAF if you'd like, but they don't pay me for this endorsement. But definitely recommend going with an architectural laminated shingle over the 3-tab shingle. I hope that helps you in your journey here with roofing. And if you're getting a roof, I hope this helps you make your decision. Like below and comment, if you would, what you like from this video and what you want to see next time. Thanks.
Like and subscribe.